50 points. There's a 48 gap lead there, and so you're looking at, yeah, this is probably the best case scenario to put a sub in. Even if it doesn't go all that well, it gives them practice without the pressure coming on through as well. So really, really happy to see maybe a substitute coming on in there. But for me, I'm thinking that honestly, Vitality, they are going to just want to chill out and let maybe some of the other teams, like Nongshim Red Force, step up a little bit.
Look, I like saying Vitality. It's a very satisfying word to say. But I love saying Hyunbin in particular, because right now, I mean...
Say it again?
Hyunbin! Sorry, I'm very excited. I have to scream that word every time I say it, but like, no, the entirety of Nongshim Red Force were looking so good, and in particular, we know their drop location is farm. They go for these quick rotates on the island finishes, and they get back-to-back wins on a military island finish. If it goes down south every time, it's just win, 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 and win for the South Korean team. So I'm absolutely loving it, and in particular, it's not just XEY and also Hyunbin doing well. You saw so many great plays from So Easy in particular, Nitro. We were talking about So Easy really having some massive step-up plays, so they're just looking like the whole package right now. It's just hard to stand out when Vitality had such a good opening day, but Nongshim Red Force were playing out of their minds on day one of Group B.
Yeah, I do want to say that I was disappointed with Nongshim in the first two games. We saw 0 or 2 points come out of them in two games.
It's hard to stand on the first game on one, though, right?
13 and 16th place.
Yeah,
those first
exactly.
Two.
However, I do think that they're doing just enough. They got back-to-back wins. They got a second place to finish off the day. They're doing just enough to get to those finals to make sure that they qualify, and then we'll probably see a much different team in those finals this weekend.
Hopefully we'll end up seeing a different team, and hopefully that consistency that we saw towards the second half of the day for Nongshim Red Force will be there as well. One team that ended up surprising us a lot in the way that they were able to change again was an Indian team. For Group A, we saw it with OG. For Group B, we saw it with Godlike. I know Kalari's got a chance to talk with one of the players from Godlike, so let's send it over to them.
Hi, Kalaris here at PMWC for EWC 26. We're in day number 2 of Group B here, live from Paris, and I've got Admino here from Godlike to talk about some of the results from yesterday, as well as how things have been going overall. So thank you for joining me here, Admino. To start things off, looking at the results from yesterday, bit of a rougher start, but then you guys gained some traction towards the end of the day. Can you talk to me about the day as a whole and what you thought about it?
Actually, in the beginning, we tried to do some experiments, like we tried to take drop clashes and a little bit more kind of stuff that we already planned, but that didn't work in our favor, so we tried to stick on our basics and try to like go to a random drop and gather loot and everything and play a decent game, and that worked in our favor, and we performed well after the first 3 matches.
So, also, it's basically your first international tournament, right? As Godlike, and being able to play here on the stage in Paris. How have you been enjoying the experience so far? And hey, what's Paris been like?
Paris kind of good, but we haven't gone out yet because we have a tournament that we have to practice that we didn't get the device earlier, so we need to set our hands in the device. And after that, if we qualify from here, we will try to explore Paris a little bit because we will be having some off days for sure. And my team is fully pumped because it doesn't matter for us like who is playing against us and like that. We all have in our mind that we are best and we will perform good.
A big fight back for Godlike today?
For sure.
Thank you very much, Amina, for joining me here.
Thank you.
Important stuff there. Thank you, Kalaris and Admino from Godlike. But important stuff from that team, considering they are currently in 5th place. An insane performance for a first day at an international event. And something that we heard right there is they're not looking to do those hot drops anymore, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. There was 2 issues for the Indian teams, Orangutan being too passive and Godlike going for the hot drops. They changed it. They don't go for it anymore. This is a great change for all of India.
All right, well, Godlike, let's see how you're going to be doing. Once again, just to redeem myself, before we send it over to the stage, here we go. Ah, so close, but let's send it over to Barney and Luti.
Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue. Yesterday was the day of records. Today, we will find out who will get to the final and who will get eliminated.
That's right. Today, the reality is that dreams will end. And so that's the nature of this competition. But I can guarantee you that none of these teams will go down without a fight.
Yeah, Bunny, we've seen it before. Like, it's always the same. You can just... Standing can change in just a few good or bad games.
That's right. So whether you are at home or right here in the Port de Versailles, in the heart of Paris, it is time to see who will rise above the rest and continue their journey in the PMWC. Starting with ESPORTS.
TT Project.
ETSH Esports.
World Esports.
Nongshim Red Force.
Tianba.
Dopeness.
Hustler Crew.
Alpha 7.
Arena.
Godlike Esports.
721 GS Esports.
Team Vitality.
S2G Esports.
Hora Esports.
And finally, your defending PMWC champs, Yangon Galacticos! Nous y voici. After just 6 games, the top 5 will make it into the finals. Some will survive, and the bottom 3 will see their key sent to the Crusher.
The level of competition on this stage is staggering. This isn't luck, it's instinct, it's preparation, and it's synergy. It's time for Group B to come to a close. Let's find out who has what it takes. Sixteen teams have patiently waited on the sidelines for their chance to shine. Players who are hungry to make a statement on the Gdynia City grid.
It is time to introduce our team. ETSH Esports, Alpha 7 Esports, Team Vitality.
And finally, your defending champions of PMWC, Yangon Galacticos!
Day 3 of the PMWC group stage at EWC 2026 starts right now!
Back-to-back blows taken their way. Vitality trying to win out versus Nongshim Red Force. Yangon left with just Smile, but that might turn into a frown if they can get the angle onto him.
But Smile dropped off the top side. He's doing good work here. A grin appearing on his mouth. Now looks for one more, steps up and gets it. A 1v4 essentially for Smile.
Sleepy with a warning shot.
Whoa!
The buggy comes by. Close quarters engagement as Vitality look to hold on. No fear, down. More damage done.
Last left alive here, an incredible player on 9 elims this game. It's a hard fight though, a 1 versus 2. Molotov goes long, he runs straight into it though, keeps backing off into the nade. It might be lights out for Axel soon.
Oh, that's the nade to do it as Hora. They lay claim to the second chicken dinner. And we got the Alpha 7 fans in the house! So let's see if Alpha 7 can bring the thunder on the close quarters engagement. Goodbye, Milu, as Tianba get hit by the front of the vehicle. Quick flicks coming out from A7.
Ooh, and that's exactly exactly what's happening, because you got another can of Hyunbin down south with that P90, and that is it. It's a back-to-back chicken dinner on the side of Nongshim Red Force.
Let's put the 11th on the board. Looking for TZ, is it a self-denial? It might be. Get to double digits on the
And
elims
that's
and
it.
burn yourself down to the ground, because Vitality live on top of the tables and beating a two-day performance from Group A. What a shutdown. 108 points in 6 matches.
Oh yes, oh yes. Another day of competition here as things get loud. Hot Jukes in a building right next to me, and of course it's me, Jackie Powers, in the commentary booth. And we're going to be getting loose and waxing lyrical today, Jukes, because we get some more teams popping off with some big plays here in PUBG Mobile.
Oh, and man, talking about big plays, yesterday was absolutely insane. That's the only word I can say. The question is, who's getting second place today,
True.
right? Yeah, who's getting second place? Who's getting into the top 5? Because you want to punch that ticket straight to the finals. No messing around today.
No, man, it's going to be big. It's going to be exciting. You know, back when we got into Group A, right, we were thinking, wow, we're being spoiled for some of the runs we're seeing for these teams, the points we're accumulating over such a short space of time. Yeah, well, forget about that. Group B's been a whole different beast, buddy. What was going on yesterday, man?
Dude, I mean, it's like everything went just in a wild situation. We had a world record breaking game number 1. Almost every single circle the entire day was just ridiculous, right? And then even with a 39-point game in day 1, that's not the team that's at the top of the leaderboards here. It's just unreal. That's the only way I can say it is like, what else? I mean, what else could you possibly ask for?
What more could we want? What more could these teams even really give? I'm thinking even just like fundamentally from the points that you can get out of a game, but we were pushing the limits.
Literally. I mean, it's so crazy to see a team. 4 Thrives in Group A did so well. Right?
Yeah.
They topped the tables, and they almost got passed up in points in just one single day, right? So we're going into day 2 here. It's time to say your prayers. Really make sure you are locked in, meditate, and focus, because getting into that grand finals here and now is so critical because of those point sponges. We're going to see most likely some monster squads in that survival stage.
Oh, we are indeed. We are indeed. And of course, that's in reality, if you're able to push through, live on to fight for the survival stage, have a chance to make it to finals. Our teams that are crowned strong enough will go right through here from Group B, joining some of the best from Group A. And then again, Jukes, we've got to crush those keys and say bye-bye to 3 of our squads.
Ooh, yeah, 3 teams going home today. So you got to make sure that you put everything on the line. But it's time, folks. Here we go. Match number 1 of the second and last day of Group B and our group stage. Let's get it going.
Is that all we got, Paris? Can we get a little bit louder than that?
Let's go.
There we go. Getting fired up in the building. Live from EWC 26 for PMWC as we get into our opening game.
And it's none other than Rondo. All I know is that now I just want to see stadium finishes every single day going forward. But I don't think we're going to see that here. I don't even know if we'll ever see a 39-point game ever, right? But who knows?
That was history, bro.
That was history.
Crazy.
That was history. But let's see what's going to happen here now. Teams are starting to pop out. I wonder which squads did their homework, because in Group A, we saw some squads finds those recall players, take some teams out early, right? So I wonder if we're going to see that here. I wonder what's on the mindset of Team Vitality today, because they're a lock, right? They're going to the grand finals. Today could be a great day for them to make some tweaks, some adjustments, even take some risks, right? Like, hey, this is our weakness. Let's work on it here and now, so that way we're prepped, ready, so we can get that big $1.7 million prize pool in the finals.
But for some of our sides that struggled yesterday, can they come alive even more? We're straight into it with a classic battle. Neox starts us off as the shots are coming through. Swinging the blade immediately there, mate.
Obscure knifing some players here. Alpha 7, a team everybody's got their eyes on today. And we got the Wolves, who were able in the final games yesterday to push themselves out of that bottom 3. And now they're facing some titans in this lobby. You got ETSH, that's a squad that needs to put something in here. Now you got EA as well. Fights happening all over the place, and they got to happen here pretty quickly because this is a very southern circle effect. Barely getting those shots through that little tiny angle, but oh, that one was a good one. Effect making it happen here with the S12K 1v2. That's how you do it.
Zay Arena having a bit of a struggle starts there on the drop in towards Neox, looking to get that early point accumulated off the back of it. And TT happy to take those duels quite comfortably. 3 Elim points to start us off. Obviously Rondo's Rondo, so don't worry. There'll be a lot more action yet to come.
Oh yeah, non-stop action here. You can see 721GS getting a knock there onto ETSH. That's actually a very important fight here because oh wow, there we go. Fajita turning up the heat, making us proud. You can see down on the bottom left, Alpha 7 crowd always so hyped, excited for their team here. They're not too far away from that top 5. Game right here could definitely put them in a good spot. Meanwhile, you got Nasser. He's got that S12K in hand. He is ready for it. Oh, he's in the wide open, though. He's got to be careful. Never mind. Rehan said, let's go find another angle.
Oh, swing outs quick as well. That's a nice connection on the doorway. Off-angle play for Fajita, seeing if he can do too much more from this. They're going to try and bait him in, close the door, and keep him guessing. Rest of the squad going down in the meanwhile, though. Oh, Jukes! The bouncing headshot, hello!
That's what I'm talking about. Jumping and from the top ropes, able to hit that shot and save his squad. So 721GS should be able to get a full reset here. ETSH quick on that recall, the recall player not messing around here. But we're gonna see these teams really get set up and good to go. Young on Galacticos only have that single player up, taking a little bit of time here to get that recall in.
Yeah, the Yangon crew quite far out, all the way over towards Horror.
Oh, that's
really
why.
Get to the recall either, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. I was like, where is he? And it looks like that's actually something we should actually take a look at because Romeo is going to be heading towards TT Project Niaz to try and get his recall in for his team. And that would be a devastating loss for Young Galacticos to go out right here, considering that they're right there on that cutoff in 6th place.
Yeah, didn't have the best run of things yesterday in some of the matches, so if this is the way they start things off, it could be very uncomfortable. We'll give you the context to that one if it happens. In the meantime, it's still a rotation for Romeo. Like Duke said, though, Neo's in position to try to defend against that recall. Could be awkward. We'll stick with the fight we got here, though. Vitality. The Kings yesterday. But can they keep it up right now? Clash versus Dopeness, back and forth blows. Axel going down as well. He was a key piece of the puzzle, already removed. Oh, this is not what you want, Jukes.
Ken G running wide out in the open there, getting that shot. Very, very nice on the side of Dopeness. And that is how you get it done. Now, it does look that, like, Young Galacticos Romeo was avoiding that fight. He saw TT Project there. He ends up going most likely all the way down to Long Ho. And he should be able to get that res for his squad in just a couple of minutes. But this circle is on the south side here. We got Nongshim Red Force all the way in the north. Things are finally starting to settle down a little bit. Actually, never mind. It's the Wolves versus Alpha 7. And Elementrix getting caught out with that nade. Obscure holding this angle, waiting for someone to cross. Oh, but here comes Godlike.
Oh, Godlike got that nice nade off the top side from Adamino. Up close and personal, they're taking the fight to Alpha 7 as well. Battling both of these squads simultaneously. It'll be a great start for Godlike. Jukes. Get some early energy into today's games. Oh, boy!
Wow, throwing that nade up the stairs, catching him off. Necessary's holding those angles. He's doing those tight peaks in a 1v2 situation. It's Godlike, too strong to defeat, and they are looking to be the kings of Neox Factory.
Oh, S-Power's fired up as well, dude. From one fight to the next.
He's like, what's that over there?
Sight, dude.
What's over there behind that tree, huh? Throwing them nades. Has he had the arm to get him? That looks good. Oh, it's a little short. Runs out in the open, man. Godlike Esports not playing today.
The flick on that, bro. S-Power is fired up today.
Yes, he is. Already getting some good solid points. That's 6 on the side of Godlike. That puts them in a good solid position in 5th place. And this is the thing, if Godlike win this game, what is that gonna look like for these leaderboards? That's gonna be a massive, massive gap between 5th and 6th place.
That's the thing, the artificial barrier right now. It's very fine margin, so many point vacuums on towards the top spots. If Godlike can start out and really give themselves the best case scenario to bolster their points, could change the flow of things. That's Romeo from Yangon Galacticos, obviously went down very early, had to go for the rotate around and get his team back.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You got to make sure you hit that recall tower real quick. S2G got to hit them plays, though. Rihan getting that thirst. Yes, indeed. And you can see Masco got that heel off and shuts him down. That is how you do it there. So 7-2-1 making it happen. But you know what else? You guys can make it happen in game with the lucky spin that's coming out, guys. Make sure you guys get in there, hit that draw, and you can get some of those insane PMWC tournament sets. Meanwhile, 7-2-1 GS gets a nice knock there on the S-Power. Godlike really looking to shut this fight down. It's a 1v2 situation. He gets one.
There we go.
Gets the thirst. Can he get the second?
Beautiful scene so far. Damage back done onto S-Power, but can the squad still save it? Ooh, quick shot, Jugs. Got to throw the clip in. Down over the toe. He thought he was slick enough to mantle, but he gets the shot off.
That had to be an accident right there. I mean, I'm sure he had his jump and climb split buttons. Sometimes we have some people combine it, but if you get just a little too close, you get that animation jumping up, and you know he was just like, oh, it's over. And
so exposed, no chance to fight, bro.
Oh, it's so tough. So tough. But you know what? That is great on the side of Godlike. So they take full advantage of it. Now we're seeing the zone pop dead center here as TT Project gonna go ahead and get this ready. He's carrying his teammate there. There you go. He's moving up the hill. Effect. Knocking down Aura here. And Jiggle does have an angle, but they should be able to get to safety. Oh, no fear, never mind. Yeah, no fear on the other end. He's going to go ahead and get his revenge for his teammate there and take out 2 on the side of TT Project.
Yeah, this is far more awkward now. Trapped back just on the rock side towards the coastline. Ephes cooking the nade, wants to dash that towards No Fear. Too shallow, few more left in the inventory though. They can try and hold him back for at least a few more seconds. But they're the ones that are at panic stations. Aura waiting for the opportunity to strike. Ephes so low off the engage. Effect though, reels them in. He's looking for the flush on it as well.
Oh no, but he jumps down into the water. That actually could be a workout for him. Let's see if he's going to climb that hill. And it looks like he's trying to find the angle. He does. Here we go. Now they have 2 different angles they can actually fight this from. Evius just says, now I'm jumping down with my teammate. 2v1 situation, but can't hit the shots. And now No Fear is at the advantage. Never mind. What is happening? Shots back and forth, but No Fear finally shuts him down.
Woo. A nail-biting fight on that one. They can at least recover, still have 3 of their players alive for Hora as well and build off the back of this. And that's 8 Elim points they've racked up, leading the lobby right now.
That's the worst case scenario for this lobby because that's really like the only slot that's available there for the finals considering how well these other teams did. And Godlike are looking to close the door here nice and early, saying, you know what, if you want to try to get into the finals, you're going to need to win at least a couple games because we got such a point lead. And that is how you start it there. 8 eliminations, full squad up. It's looking good for the side of Godlike. Oh, Romeo. Sky, run for your life. Drive away. And it looks like he is going to barely escape that one.
Romeo, where for art thou, Romeo? On the bridge, getting Elims, but that's where he is.
He was looking right at the sky there, and that is Aura. Now we're gonna look at No Fear, Get Thirsted. Young Galacticos gonna actually get into this next game as the circle shifts up to the north side now. They are in the blue. This is still stage 3. They can eat a little bit of this circle for now, but it's time to finally find out where that next spot's going to be.
It's a bit more uncomfortable for Hora then, as they do get away with only that duo, and this could potentially be an even more uncomfortable entry back over towards the zone, as they've got to bypass Alpha 7. Vision onto them. Ravo jumps out the vehicle. Good shot from range, consistent with the orb to shut down another one, and only Jiggle gets out. 9 elims might be where they reach and end this one.
Man, this whole tournament has been so chaotic. You want to avoid the survival stage at all costs. Yeah, it's 6 teams out of 16 moving on from that stage. Still, though, I mean, you do not want to be put in that situation. I'm talking to you, Alpha 7. Meanwhile, Team Vitality getting into it with 7-2-1 GS. They do end up having one player knocked. Team Vitality, so strong yesterday. Gonna go out early here. They do get 4 eliminations, but like I said, they can do whatever the heck they want today.
Yeah, this is a quiet one for them. They've already done the hard part. Fair play, though, mate. On the other side of the spectrum, right? Yes, Vitality, our top dogs, they're out. But look who's climbing up from the depths. This is now 11 eliminations they've picked up, getting over the safety of the threshold so far, Jukes. Maintain this, you could save your tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, that is a perfect start on the side of 7-2-1 GS. And considering that it's in Rondo, right? The chance to really make up for a bad day one, and they're doing it, right? I mean, double-digit eliminations. Now it's all about just getting into that end game. So I want to see them get themselves in a good, solid position and just focus up. Because ETSH, Hustler's crew, all right, Dopeness have not done anything so far.
No, they really haven't, and Dopeness as well. You know, you're down to just the solo. Couple elims, sure, but it's been quiet outside of that. That was the third-party fight that opened things up to allow them to collapse onto it. The replay here is when Dopeness lost a lot of their members up against Vitality. I'm curious, Duke.
This is Tianba after all. Still pretty wild to see them down in 12th place, 24 points. Very uncharacteristic and unexpected, at least from a lot of people here. You got QZZ, a superstar that can really, really ring things out. But But all it takes is, for a lot of these teams, just one good situation where their back's against the wall and let their gun skill shine. And, I mean, I would not be shocked with Tianba, who has 0 points right now. They could end up with 20 very easily here.
72-1 GS as well. Still looking to see if they can squeeze any more points out of this one. Dopeness taking the hits onto Alpha 7. A bit of a back and forth already. Ravo looking to close the gap as he drives by. Good control. Switching seats and hitting shots as he puts them down. And quite quickly, manhandles Dopeness. They do lose Korea though, so it will be a 3-man squad for the A7 crew.
Yeah, you can see the crowd showing off them Revo jerseys. The man, the myth, the legend is here, and he is putting in some work. This is what we needed to see from A7. 8 eliminations so far. You're right, yeah, Carrillo did get taken out, but for 8 elims, that is a sacrifice that you got to be willing to take. But job's not done yet. Still a lot more work if you want to make it straight to those finals, and they do get a nice knock there onto Mormon.
Alpha 7. Looking like they're starting to hit that high tempo. Caught whiff of E-Arena further back and take pot shots onto them. Meanwhile, before the zone moves, you can see Ida took a few shots over the Hustler crew, and that's the crunch in, Jukes.
That's the crunch in that's going to make things interesting. The circle goes to the north side. That's huge on the side of Godlike right here. A perfect zone shift for them. Taking a look there at the leaderboards so far. This is the problem, though, right? I mean, we were so hype about Alpha 7. 9 eliminations. This is a great game, right? The problem is that you're hunting down 5th place. Godlike have 8. So you've only closed that gap by 1 point so far.
Try as they might, there's still so much more to do. And even then, during the map feed, we could see like they were getting consistent damage back over to E-Arena. So they're not giving up any of this fight. They're still looking like they want to try. They know the win condition, Jukes.
Yeah. This is the problem, though, right? If you don't have a great day 1, you could have a good, solid day 2, but it could be too late, right? Especially if you see consistency from those top 5 teams. They're going to keep on pushing that point threshold even further and further beyond. So for Alpha 7, if you want to catch up to top 5, yeah, the 10-point game isn't going to be enough. You're going to need a 20 to try and close that gap. So they still are in this game with 3 players up. The problem is that Godlike is as well, and so is every team that really matters, because Vitality, no one catching them. They can go out early. But for everybody else still here, it's going to make things interesting.
72-1 GS going in on Alpha 7. They got an opening knock. They want to try and capitalize off it, Jukes. They've swung rounds. That's 1 tag back over, but it doesn't look like it's going well from the elimination feed right now. This could be the downfall of Alpha 7. Seems like it's just a solo remaining, trying to hold on to it. This is the POV.
There we go. We got it now. You can see Guizhou trying to get some shots down range, shooting, busted some vehicles here all over the place, but he gets put in a blender. E-Arena, they heard that fight happen, and they came to disrupt it, and they definitely did. But now Young Galactico said, oh, you want some of that action? We'll take some of that as well, and they take him out.
Cleanup crew plays. Goodbye, E-Arena. See you later, Alpha 7. Meanwhile, Godlike have been battling versus ETSH. It's all kicking off around the zone. 72-1 GS. They thought they were cooking with gas. Silenced on the clap back there. Yangon Galacticos. Trying to get them to remember their name, Jukes. They got to say it with their chest.
What an interesting play, honestly. 7-2-1 GS, 15 eliminations, doing so good. They're like, yeah, let's go to the spot where we just saw 2 teams get wiped out immediately. And unfortunately, one of their players gets knocked. But here comes the rest of these squads.
Godlike popping off on the top side. They shut down ETSH. Big plays from Godlike as the crowd starts to give them even more energy. Meanwhile, this encounter between 72-1 GS and Yangon Galacticos rages on. Arcs the nades in. Stereo setup, Dukes. Here comes the boom.
Bang, bang, bang. 7-2-1 GS getting punished by Yangon Galacticos. Tough start for them, and now looking to finish strong. It's all up to Masco. And those nades are just inching closer and closer. He's got to hit some shots here to buy himself some time.
Ooh, zone shift as well, crunching in. It's still good for Godlike.
The crowd went nuts.
They're loving that.
The second they saw that shift, they're like, that's what I'm talking about. This is our game to win. And this is worst case scenario, literally for the entire lobby, because that's the one team you didn't want to pop off, because that was the one slot that looked juicy, available, but now it's looking like it's long gone. Let's see what Young Galacticos can do, though. They're going to start pushing up on the Masco. Yeah, Masco, oh man, those blades, those shots too strong. No way he survives this. Yeah, he's a goner.
Young Galacticos, slowly but surely, getting their head above water, piecing together some big plays, but Tianba, are they the squad that can clash and take this goods location off of Godlike? Well, S-Power's Nade has other ideas, and Adamino also steps up to the plate, leaving two of the Tianba squad down on the deck. This is the push in from Milu. Shotgun, low HP on Godlike, quick shots, but he can't quite find it. Panic stations, Duke, they're all going down.
S-Power is shutting down this monster squad. Said, oh, I hear you coming this way. Eat some of these nades, baby. And now QZZ stuck in the blue zone. He's just going to go out here. He said, you know what? Deny the point, and Godlike looking unstoppable here in this match.
Do we need to say more? The energy of the arena here in Paris says enough about the excitement from the plays from Godlike. And like you said early, they're ruling the roost, gifted the angle to stay where they wanted to be with the zone, and Tianba was the only squad that tried to fight them for it, and they failed.
Hey, you know what? Some people could say that's a lucky shift, but Godlike, they're making their own luck here. Tianba pushed up, and they shut that down so dang fast. Young Galacticos, they're in trouble here. They're on that south side. They're outside of the zone. They're getting gate kept by everybody down here. Now it's all up to Say Cloud to make a play for his team and try to get these reses. He's going to throw the smoke, but the zone is closing. Yeah, Say Cloud's going to be the only one up left.
So low in HP, in a horrible position.
And here comes Blue, and bye-bye.
Give yourself up to it. Unless there's a hero play to be made, it'd have to be something miraculous.
Oh.
I mean, they've got a divot off the back of the damage to the terrain. He could save Romeo with at least Nonshin Red Force attention right now, not being hard stuck on him. I mean, Dukes, it's better than going out.
Got him up, and that does deny the point at least. So if they go down the blue zone, then they're going to deny it here. Romeo inching up little by little is going to try to make a play, though. Here he goes, throwing some nades out. Gets knocked there. And so easy said, yeah, no, I'm getting that confirmation. I need those points.
Just Say Cloud left them. He's still got a ton of utility left to work with as he throws in that nade. Zone eating away at him. I mean, it's good chip damage, and it's even making it more enticing for Godlike to take pot shots at him. He's just trying to buy time to live out.
Yeah, he's using that heal strat to maybe even get a little bit of extra placement. The problem is though, that the second the zone pops in 5 seconds, he's gone. So let's see. Can he even get that heal off? Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, so his play zone is going to take out Young Galacticos there, as Nongshim Red Force are the team holding the south side, but Godlike are just spreading their wings here, saying it's time. We want all these eliminations. Let's shut down this game in some beautiful fashion.
How far can they take it? A quieter approach to things from S2G on this one. Nonshin playing it smart, playing their cards close to their chest, but they've suffered a fair bit of damage off the back of being pinned into this position, being shot at from 2 angles. Whereas Godlike, they've just been ruling the roost, Jukes.
I mean, they got a baker's dozen already. They're looking real good. 13 eliminations. And look at this, finding those tight angles, tight peaks. They know this game's in the bag here. It's literally Godlike's game to lose. Let's see if they can close it out, though. That's always going to be the question. Oh, Nongshim are there. They are toast, dude. They're forced to run out in the wide open. No smokes available. And, man, they just get deleted. Godlike soaking up all these eliminations. If you're Nongshim Red Force, honestly, it's really interesting to see them kind of go for this strategy here, as they're going to be feeding a lot of points on the side of Godlike. And that is 16 on the day. Then Group B's rondos have just been ridiculous.
Yeah, we've not seen anything like it, man. Some crazy games. As you'd expect, Nonshin, they had no pathway back in to try and vie for contest this game. So the last man falls, and this is what it comes down to. STG versus Godlike. They had a bit of a scouting play. They found this duo of Manya up towards the top side. Might want to actually collapse on it. Lost goes in quick. S-Power cooking the nade. Good chip damage from Manya. Switches to the shotgun. Baits them in. He wants to fight, and the nade from S-Power once again is a delight for this roster as they are sending reverberations throughout the Qiddiya City grid, bringing the heat down on S2G.
S-Power is just insane. He's been throwing heat-seeking missiles all game long and opening the fight for his team. A full 4v4. S2G tried to catch a couple of their players off guard, but it's S-Power, baby. You can't shut him down that easy.
You can't stop S-Power, and you cannot silence Godlike in this moment. Adamino for the closing play as Godlike take this chicken dinner with ease.
That is how you do it here, folks. And you can see the look on their faces saying, make some noise, Paris. It's Godlike's time to shine.
The energy of this arena says enough about the excitement and the plays that this team has been making, and they deserve every bit of celebration they're getting, Jukes.
Absolutely, man. I mean, this was that one slot that looked like it was available. The top four looking very far away, very out of reach. But Godlike say, you know what? Let's just shut that door right here and right now. This top five is locked, right? Now, at the same time, there's still quite a few games left here, right? You got to put up consistent points, but if those top five do that, it may just be too far to reach.
That's the scary bit, right? Is obviously some of the other squads that were above the teams that were looking to climb, they fell out pretty early there. Like Vitality not getting a great game out of this one. Godlike capitalizing where it matters most. Like you say, dude, you've made it so much harder for the mid-portion teams. You want to get into finals? Yeah, good luck. You might just have to go to survival, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, even a team like Alpha 7, who was doing great this game, right? They had a good, solid amount of eliminations, but at the end of the day, you know, you could put up a 15-point game. If the team you're hunting down puts down 16, you did nothing. As a matter of fact, now you're behind a point, right? So that's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. It takes full-fledged consistency in both days, and look at that. I mean, they just basically said, hey, bring it, baby. Good luck. Try catching us now.
Oh, yeah. Pulling ahead. Everyone's blowing up. You can hear the excitement, bro. It's insane, the energy we've got here right now at EWC. And it's a spectacle to behold. You come in to what was an explosive day yesterday of sheer talent, unexpected results, crazy circles, and then we start to run it back all over again.
Oh, that is how you do it right there, guys. Let's get it going here. We got some more action coming up in just a bit.
PMWC at EWC 26, we have many activities that we can do before the games, in between the games, and after the games. And I think Max is there currently doing something. So let's see if maybe we can go in and give him a bit of a challenge, as he almost just absolutely ate it. Max, come over here, Max.
I'm training. I'm doing my routine.
No. I think you've been training. Let's do a 1v1. Pick a spot somewhere over here. If you make it, I'll try to match the shot.
I'm gonna wreck you. I'm gonna wreck you.
Let's see if he can actually do this. Now, all right, come on now.
On the X.
Okay, all right, on the X. Let's see if it's gonna go in.
I checked the math. The best way to throw a basketball is actually the granny shot like this.
Let's see if it's gonna happen. Oh my, okay, you know what? I'll give it a chance.
I'm just giving you a chance right now.
Okay, here, hold on to this.
Okay, come on. Mr. 7WG in the court. Yeah, the granny shot. From behind. No way, Jose. That was terrible. Wait, he's cheating. You just got 2 in a row. That was actually not bad.
That was close. We're getting closer and closer. We're going to keep on practicing, and we'll see if maybe one of us can make the shot. Come on, Max. You got to make at least one for us. Okay, well, we'll keep on practicing our skills. Back to more PMWC at EWC 26.
We were there. For every click, every clutch, every respawn. We were there for the years of grind, and we're here. Now, the proud founding partner of EWC, powering the biggest event in gaming. shoulder to shoulder with the world's best, making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion, reach your impossible.